The Berlin Wall was a wall that divided East and West Germany. It was built in 1961 after World War II.
After World War II, the victorious countries, France, England, and America, occupied different parts of West Germany, and the Soviet Union occupied the east side.
The Soviet Union used power and fear to rule over the East, while the West promoted liberal market economies and had a more democratic system.
East Germany restricted most Western trade and movement from passing through because the questioning in the 50s and the 60s was which German economic and social system would expand and who would be important. The competition of communism and capitalism.
As the West Side created a democratic enclave, people living on the East could just walk to the West and leave the country. Most East Germans weren't that bothered by the communist regime and went along with it, while others suffered from the lack of freedom and the presence of the Stasi, that controlled and monitored everything the citizens did, the letters and the calls they received. The Stasi also had links to various terrorist groups to scare the citizens into submission, and anybody who tried to flee was killed instantly.
In 1961, 20% of the East German population had left to prevent further losses. They built a wall to stabilize their economy by preventing its workforce from leaving, but tarnished their reputation. Family and friends were separated, stuck on either side of the wall. This wall was named the Berlin Wall.
Finally, East Germany ended up allowing family visits, but they tried to discourage people by making them pay extremely high prices, and when they would get to the wall entrances, they would have to wait in line for hours only to get all their belongings and themselves searched and scanned.
At the end of the 1980s, the liberation of communist regimes caused massive demonstration, free travel, and democracy. East Germany tried to diffuse tension by making travel permits easy to obtain. The announcement brought thousands of East Berliners to the wall, forcing the guards to open the gates and letting the citizens demolish the wall.
After decades, Germany was reunited in October 1990, and the Soviet Union fell shortly after. This was the beginning of a new era where democracy powered over communism, and communism was perceived as a controlling and manipulative regime.
Today, parts of the wall are still standing to remind everyone that any barriers we put up to restrict freedom, we can break down.